Today we are going to learn a little bit about Picmonkey. I'm going to create a graphic and the purpose of it is to be Pinterest friendly. And I'm going to be taking a photo off my computer, and just one photo. So I would choose edit and then I would choose my computer, unless of course the photo was located in one of these other places. This is the photo I decided to pick. So the first thing I'm going to do is crop it. Pinterest, the rule of thumb for Pinterest is to use vertical graphics instead of horizontal. The longer is better than horizontal. So I'm just going to crop that. So I had a horizontal photo. Now I have a vertical photo. Now I want to add some text, but I don't want to just slap the text up here. I actually want to put an overlay on it. So I'm going to go over here. This little butterfly symbol is going to show you the overlays. And there's lots of choices. I could pick a shape, or a lot of times I scroll down. Banners is a good one, depending on how much text you have. A lot of times I just go with a label. So I've added that overlay. And I don't want it to stay black. Black doesn't look good with my photo. So to change the color, I'm going to click on the color. And then I'm going to click on this little, looks like a medicine dropper in my opinion. I'm going to click on that. And then, as I move it around, it shows you the color. So I want to match it to something on here. So I'm going to go ahead and go with white for now. I might change it. And I have quite a bit of text. So I need this box to be fairly big, and that's why I picked a photo that had a lot of dead space up here. If I kept it horizontal, there was a lot of the dead space that I cut off over here that I could have used too. I just tend to either put my text either at the top, the middle, or the bottom, and I try and keep it centered. Now I want to add text now that I'm done with that. So I came back to the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm going to click on this, TT, which is text. And I do want to add text. So then I choose Add Text. I've written an article about 25 Las Vegas activities for families. Now, for whatever reason, the editor that I need for this text is not showing up. So sometimes you gotta click around, see how the overlay, you can edit your overlay here. When I click on the text a minute ago, this wasn't showing up. So I found that if you just click around a couple of times, it'll pop up. So I always center my text. And I want Las Vegas activities to be on one line. And I don't necessarily want the color to be black. So I'm going to change the color of the text the same way I did before, where I clicked on the medicine dropper. So now I can find a color I like, which is going to be close to black, but not black. And then I'm going to change the font. Now over here in the font section, I can go with one of their fonts. And I do have a paid subscription to Picmonkey. And so when you have a paid subscription, there are certain things that they call a royal feature. And there's this little crown. And that's how you know it's a royal feature. That's included in a paid account. If you don't have that account, then you can't use any of these. But they have a lot available if you don't want a paid account. Or instead of using one of theirs, you can use one of yours. So I'm on a Mac right now, so I have a lot of different fonts available. So if you have saved a font, let's say you went and found the Disney World font. I know that's a popular one for when people visit Disney, they want the Walt Disney font. And so you might have saved that to your computer. Well, this is how you find it. You go to your font and then you would search through and look for it. So, or any other font you may have if you have a favorite font. And I know there are different rules of thumb about how you would pick out a font, but I just kind of mess it. See, here's my Walt Disney font right here. Of course, this is not a Disney picture, so I don't care about that. There are different rules of thumb about which font to use, how to pair fonts, and I've read a bunch of them. And I always love suggestions, but usually I just click around till I find a font I like, and I always use at least 2 fonts. You do want to mix and match. And you can just see how it looks and see if you like it. You can change the colors. Your text doesn't all have to be the same color. Let's say I wanted Vegas to really stand out. I mean, I think from looking at the picture, people know that that's Vegas, but let's say they didn't, and I want it to really pop. Just pick a different color. I'm testing out some colors here. What do you think? And if I wanted to add a border, I could come over here, and this is where you find frames, borders, whatever you want to call them. They have different things available. If that, it's just kind of what you like, what you think looks good. I don't use this a lot. I just don't. Now, let's say as I'm looking, I think, man, I don't like this pink. That doesn't look good. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to undo it. So now it's back to the blue that I picked, all one color. But now that I've undone it, I think I actually did like it. So now I'm going to redo it. Maybe green would look better. So once again, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on this long box here. And that's what gives you your medicine dropper. Let's check out this green. Let's see how this green looks from the MGM. No better, no worse. I don't really like it. I'm going to undo that. Back to blue. So that's it. Then you can just save your work. You click save. Now let's say you change your mind, just click cancel. Go right back.